Two parents made history for being the first to face criminal charges for their son's mass shooting, and now they're paying the price. A Michigan judge gave both Etahn Crumley's parents the maximum sentence for involuntary manslaughter, 10 to 15 years in prison.
Here to talk more about this is our 90s legal expert, Whitney Taylor. It is such an unusual situation. We don't see this. And I think the big question is, how were they able to make that connection strongly enough that they were convicted?
Yeah, the prosecutors actually had to make that connection. And really, I think if you look at the timeline, that's really what's most relevant. And so just a few days before the shooting, I'll just go through it real quickly. The father bought the 9mm semi-automatic. The son posted it on social media. The next day, the mom took the son to the shooting range. She posted it on social media. 2 days after that, a teacher then saw the son, Ethan, the shooter, searching online for ammo. They sent a voicemail to the mom. They sent an email to the parents. They didn't respond, but there was a text message from the mom that said, she sent to the son, LOL, I'm not mad, you just have to learn not to get caught. So that was really bizarre. So then the next day, another teacher finds Ethan. He had a drawing of a gun, bullet, blood, a person shot, and he said, the thoughts won't stop, help me, my life is useless, the world is dead. The parents were called to school. They didn't mention buying the gun, they didn't check to search his backpack, and they said, no, just leave him in school. They didn't take him home with him. That was the day of the shooting. And actually, when they heard about the shooting, the mom texted and said, Ethan, don't do it.
Wow.
So all of those factors together, the prosecutor said, hey, involuntary manslaughter, because this is gross negligence, you should have seen this coming.
That is shocking to hear, Whitney. Wow. So of course we learned that they're getting 10 to 15 years, the maximum. How much time do you think they're actually going to serve?
That's a great question, and this is in Michigan, so I don't know how much time they're going to serve. And the son had also, he pled guilty to these charges, and he's not eligible for parole. And so this is also unusual for someone of that age to not be eligible for parole. So they all got the maximum sentence. How much time the parents serve is a question under Michigan law, but they got the maximum sentence.
I mean, are they serving in the same facility? Are they going to see each other? I mean, we're talking an entire family here.
I mean, this is, you look at them, and this whole thing is a tragedy. I heard some of the victims' parents testify, and it was just heartbreaking. And these folks, they also, their story is really, the whole family's in jail now. I mean, under these felonies, and the son will likely not ever get out. So it's just a complete tragedy.
Yeah, it really is. So do you feel that this sets a new legal precedent for cases like this with parents of, you know, a child who does a mass shooting?
It does set legal precedent, because there have been other parents who have been charged, but they accepted pleas and ended up with misdemeanors and that kind of thing. This is the first time in U.S. history that there's been a parent who's been criminally negligent for the actions of their child. So this will set precedent. Certainly in Michigan, there's going to be precedent, because now the prosecutors have successfully done this. This is somewhat of an anomaly, some people are saying, and a lot of other experts are saying, legal experts are saying, hey, this could be dangerous, because where do you draw the line? Should a husband be liable for the wife's actions, or the wife be liable for the husband's action? Here it was a little more extreme, because there were so many red flags. And in fact, the school had said they need him, they had suggested or recommended that he go to counseling within 48 hours. And the parents just essentially ignored that. So I think the prosecutors are really trying to say that, hey, gun owners have responsibility. They had kept the gun at home unlocked. So he was able to get it without any issue. So this will, I mean, I think you're going to see creative and zealous prosecutors then trying to prosecute for this kind of thing. But I do see a lot of people concerned that it could go too far. So where you draw that line is going to be a question. But this is definitely precedent setting. It's a first. And it really, I mean, where mass shootings have just become the norm. So trying to find some liability and really putting the onus on the gun owners, I think makes a lot of sense.
Well, the timeline in itself is very telling. We really appreciate you coming in and giving that perspective. Thanks, Whitney.